Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast. Today, we bring our first episode in a little over a month. We've had some scheduling issues, but we're back. We're ready. We're ready to have some fun. Check us out on our new website, chaoticstupidpodcast.com, and also keep an eye out on the horizon. We have new merch available, and we'll also be appearing on some other podcasts and streams to help promote our content and push other people's content along. So, without further ado, enjoy episode 1 of The Underwater Kingdom. You took the sword, and you enter the portal. The light fades from your eyes, and you're now able to see your surroundings. Iron walls as far and as tall as the eyes could see. Before you are two statues of Magister Cernleia wielding both Nerendius and Veronal, the twin blades. And there's a plaque reading, Empress Cernleia, from stone to metal, has made Terrevon the law and land of the world. Looking around, you see a fountain in the square, similar from the one that you've seen before, but it's different now that it's made of iron and lava flows where water once did. This is some different form of Terrevon. You're quickly surrounded by 10 quarter-esque guards, and Cernleia approaches you. "Kneel," she exclaims. "So, are you guys going to kneel?"
Tula kneels. Tula definitely kneels.
Kneels. Without a doubt.
I have a feeling that I'm just gonna kneel. I don't want to, but I see that everyone else is doing it, so I'm gonna kneel as well.
Otherwise, Tula would grab you by the back of your neck and just make you kneel.
Can I kneel? I don't think my character has knees.
You can kneel to the best of your character's ability.
Going to kind
You
of
need to
flop
just
over,
death
I guess.
drop split right now. Death drop
Maybe
split.
bow.
Lupo just slowly gets magically 4 inches shorter, and everyone just knows that's them kneeling.
Lupo just kind of haunches over.
Can I just disappear if I'm really quiet? Nobody will know I'm there.
And Grisham kneels as well. "Welcome to Terrevon, the epicenter of our world, and I, the Supreme Ruler. Don't worry about all the changes. You'll not be around long enough to process all you have seen." Two guards bow to Grisham. "Right this way, Knight Captain." Grisham rises, grins as a purple light encases him. When he fades, there stands an elf, still grinning, and he looks at the party. "Thank you all for helping me change history. Though history will only remember you as followers of Atronel and traitors to Terrevon." He takes Cernleia by the hand as they walk off. The guards proceed to place your arms and legs in shackles and attach heavy weights to each. You are then loaded in a cart.
I told you we should have slit his throat when we had the goddamn chance.
Angel, did you just rage cut out?
He did.
No, just I told you we should have killed him.
What can we see from the cart?
So, looking at the map, you guys are now being escorted south over that road, and you see paths that go over lava.
Oh, fun. Are we allowed to scroll down and see the...
Yeah, you can see the whole map at this point. It's a pretty open area.
Okay. So, it looks like... Excuse me, I have pickups. It looks like we can either go right or left.
Yes. And although I couldn't get...
We're in a cart, so where's the cart going?
The cart is going to go southeast, and that may look like a beach. I couldn't quite do this accurately in the program I was using, but that's a cliff.
Oh, so we're dead. Who has proficiency in swimming? That's what I want to know.
You are shackled with weights attached to the shackle.
In lava?
They bring you past the lava towards the cliffs that overlook the water.
Oh, okay.
God, that'd be a hell of a TPK. Just fuck you guys. You guys are in the lava. Game over. Whatever.
Oh, we're done.
That's when you pull out the pre-made character sheets of like,
That
hey,
would-
here.
That'd
Is
make me-
anybody in the back of the cart with us, or is it just us?
So there's 2 guards piloting the cart, and then there's 4 guards back there, one to match each of you.
Guys, I have an idea of us getting out of here, but you're gonna have to trust me.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing,
I want to
sister?
cast. The only way we can break out of these shackles, I want to cast enlarge on all of us.
Can you do that with your hands restrained?
Let me look.
I think you can.
Pretty sure
Yeah,
most
it is a
magic-
verbal spell.
Oh, it's a verbal spell. Okay.
So, do we want to take the risk and just break out of here? Because if they get us to that cliff, they're yeeting us off the damn cliff.
Why not?
Mind you, 6 guards that are all that weird quarter-esque race surrounding it. Or, well,
What if you waited till we were in the water and then enlarged us?
Lupo, if I enlarged you, you'd be very buoyant, and we could just use you as a float?
No, Muppets are creatures. Creatures are cloth.
Yeah, yes,
fur,
we're
they'll
of
just get
cloth
weighed
and
down.
fur, so I will actually absorb all of the water around me.
Lupo's gonna get very heavy.
Yeah,
It's gonna
It's
be so
possible
much
that
harder.
your
will
sister
be
does
the
not
first to
understand
drown.
science.
The cart comes to a halt, and they escort you off of it by the cliff.
How many guards surround us at the cliff?
I'm
How
gonna bum
close
rush
are
the
they
one
to me?
closest to me.
While shackled.
Technically, I just have to throw myself into him, knock him over.
I mean, it's going to be a disadvantage roll if you want to try to attack him.
I can make the attempt.
Okay,
Worst
I'm
comes
gonna-
to worst, it'll be a distraction.
Let me pull up a stat sheet for him real quick, because I didn't expect this.
Always expect the unexpected.
I'm about to use Word of Radiance and just set off myself as a flashbang. Would that turn her disadvantage roll
Probably
into
this-
slight, just regular?
Um,
It affect everyone near you. You can't just control something that's a bright flash.
so, is the cliff scalable?
In quick look, it looks like it can be.
Because I have a pyrotechnic spell that I can use, and it's when I use it for smoke, it's thick black smoke spreads out from the target in a 20-foot radius, moving around corners. The area of the smoke is heavily obscured. It persists for 1 minute or until a strong wind disperses it, which could theoretically give us enough time to scale down the cliff face and figure shit out.
Your hands are still shackled, though. How are you?
It's a
gonna-
verbal
So
spell.
here's a quick question:
No, I get that.
which
How are you
one of the
gonna-
guards has keys on them?
Oh yeah. Which one of the guards has keys?
Find out.
So I think because I can cast smoke or fireworks because it's a verbal spell.
Tula,
Each within 10 feet of the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or become blinded until the end of your next turn. If I go first and cast fireworks, they're blinded. You can ransack them. Yes.
I'll say that would turn it from a disadvantage to a flat roll.
so my suggestion, Tula, is that you use the smoke spell now, and Lupo, you go and get the key, and then unlock us,
problem
and we
with
get the
this-
hell out of here.
The problem with smoke, and this is all the same spell that I can do verbally. The problem with smoke is that it's heavily obscured for everyone.
A lot of those spells that create bright flashes or things that obscure vision, it's not like, haha, it just affects the enemies. it fucks everybody.
Yeah. At
Yeah,
least with
so
fireworks.
that's why I'm trying to figure out who has the keys before this. Who
Yeah.
is the keys?
At least with
So-
fireworks, y'all can like get behind me and put a bit of distance, or I can bum rush them and get closer, so that way you guys aren't at such a disadvantage if you do get blinded.
Well, that's what I'm gonna ask. Instead of fireworks, since fireworks is a persisting one, would it be better for me? What if I yelled out to them to close their eyes and then set off word of radiance so that way they wouldn't be affected by it? Because mine like an instant spell rather as a persisting one, so it'd literally be like a flash grenade.
Oh yeah.
So here's what I'm going to give you for that, because you guys are surrounded by these guards, so you can't verbally communicate this plan to each other. So if you yell "close your eyes," I'm going to do rolls for the guards because some of them might listen too.
But we're all sitting right next to each other, so we can whisper.
No.
They're-
I agree with
they're-
I agree with Scott. That's a good one.
Yeah, they're escorting you to the cliff. They're not going to give you a lot of room to just dilly dally.
No way. But Aaron,
Wait, I got something. Hold on.
okay, we're holding.
Seriously. Scott, what do I need to roll to figure out which one of these guys has the keys?
Perception?
Because they all look alike, it's going to be a very high DC perception check.
Damn it. Because I'm so low. Because I have the hand. I can use my mage hand to lift the keys off of them without actually having to touch them.
Is that a verbal spell or is that guided by your own hand motion? Like,
Neither. It is just part of my racial.
Okay.
It is
Oh
part
god,
of my
I forgot
thought.
about the one racial. Okay, so yeah, you could roll perception.
Oh, we would have seen whoever had the keys when he was locking it.
Yeah.
These guys were all carbon copies of each other, so unless you said you were paying attention to what was happening then,
Oh, okay.
these are all like, I didn't just pick the same tokens out of being lazy. They all look alike.
As intended. You fucker.
They are created.
Oh, that's a
Well,
Good roll.
shit.
Good.
The DC I gave you was an 18. And you fucking rolled it. Alright, so I'm gonna say the guard that I'm gonna. How long can you guys see moving? Do you see the guy moving around right now?
yes.
He's got the keys.
He's got the keys. Okay, good. Angel, do your thingy.
Before I do my thingy, I'm gonna yell out to Lupo, "Sister, behind me," because then he's that way to signal to her that he's the one that has the keys.
He knows he has the keys.
And word of radiance. So you utter a divine word, burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range must succeed a Constitution save. If they fail, they have to also take a 1d6 radiant damage.
So is this a damage thing or a blinding thing? Or is it both?
I think it's both.
Oh, can you link it to the chat? Oh, it's in the middle. It just says damage.
Oh, it's just damage?
Yeah.
Okay, can we not do that? And can I roll smoke? Because Angel's yours is just damage, and mine is let me pull mine up again. Because if I do that, you can lunge for his keys. Pyrotechnics, there we are. I cut out, or are y'all just being really quiet?
Oh, I'm
We're being really quiet. We're reading.
I'm just reading.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
all right. So if you're gonna
Kelly's
aim it
sitting here
at,
scared and shackled. That's what's going on.
if you're gonna aim it at the one guard that's got the keys, let's say you were able to whisper at least that much to each other to mark which one had it. I'm gonna say that guard, the other three, and Lita all have to make Constitution rolls.
Fair enough.
'Cause that's about
I'm
a 10
game.
square.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh, I just burped in talking. Because this grid isn't accurate as far as sizing.
Yeah. No, it makes sense that we're all pretty like sardined in with each other.
What's your spell save DC?
My spell save or
Yeah,
Lena's?
Constitution throw again.
Oh, 12.
12. Okay, I'm just gonna roll once for the four of them.
We'll have Lena roll separately because she's not a clone.
Well, no, Lita does her own roll. I mean, for the four guards, I'm controlling.
Oh, 4 guards. Okay. Come on, shitty roll.
Wow, Lita is blinded, and you said
Fucking
12.
great.
Yes, it's a 12.
It's right there. It's a spell save DC 12. Wow, the guards missed it by 1.
Thank God.
So now you've got 4 guards and a Viera all blinded.
Okay, then can I
and the
make a
second
one?
she starts talking, I'm gonna start using the hand to get those keys.
Yes.
Okay, can you link the hand again? Did you type that out, or is it still on just the Muppet sheet?
I typed it out.
Okay. Okay, so you've got the keys. However, at this point, everybody's got to roll initiative.
I take it.
Remember to
Ooh.
tokens before clicking initiative, so it generates the order. Okay, so you get to go first. I'm gonna say you could only unlock 1 shackle per turn.
Unlock me because I'm next.
Well, I have to get to you first, so I have to unlock me first.
Yes.
Oh, right.
You guys have very heavily gone against the DM's vision, so I'm making you suffer a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my action to unlock me.
Okay. So, Tula, it is your turn. You could do things that don't necessarily involve your hands, or you could try to attack at disadvantage.
Well, the smoke's still going on, right?
How long does it say it lasts for?
Give me 5 seconds. Just go back
It
up.
says until the end of your next turn. So I'll say it's still going on until it's your next turn.
Okay. Christ. So my hands are bound. You can't do anything with my weapons. Now, of course, my computer chooses the time to be glitchy. Sorry, it's not letting me scroll very fast. So the guard closest to me, this dude, can I move it? I can't move him.
If you press and hold on the map, it'll ping.
Oh, yeah, the one I just pinged. I want to cast Cause Fear.
Okay, like that, just so I could see what
Yes.
that does of what I have to do.
Cause Fear is a spell save. Wisdom 12 or higher. You awaken a sense of mortality in one creature you can see within range. Wait, is he a construct or is he
No,
like?
they're humanoid right now.
Okay.
Not right now. They're humanoid.
Um.
So he has to succeed a Wisdom saving throw, or he has to skip his next turn.
Yeah. So I'll cast.
13. He is not afraid. All right, it is Tilly's turn.
This is gonna suck.
So I'm still shackled, right?
Yes.
But I can bull rush while shackled.
You can. since there's an obscuring smoke, instead of making you have to roll a save while running through it, I'm just gonna say no advantage, no disadvantage. It'd just be a straight strength contest against the one you were trying to rush.
All right, I'm gonna bull rush this guy. See if I can get him off the cliff.
Okay. So yeah, just click your strength, and we'll see who has a higher number.
Motherfucker!
You run to him, and he just kind of looks at you and laughs.
I like shove my shoulder into him, and it's like shoving my shoulder into a wall.
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean, they still count as medium-sized creatures, but they're pretty large, burly dudes. So
I'm also fairly large. Remember, I'm like 6'3".
yes, he still called you a little girl. Just bear that in mind.
Can you become
Ooh.
enraged, Tilly?
I was gonna wait to rage, but
They're by the way, they're about Goliath in size. So they're closer to like the 8-foot mark.
And that's medium?
It's counts as a
They
medium
make me feel small?
Yes.
I'm 7 feet tall.
They look down to say hi to you.
Huge and marbles of I want to be tall plays in the background.
Nice.
how
All right.
tall is Tula?
Tula is actually about your height, 6'2", I think, 6'3".
Okay, we
Yeah.
got a really tall campaign.
It is.
Well, Tula's also panther. And panthers are normally about 6 feet long.
Yeah,
So
I just
Yeah, my VR is 6'7", so
This is a very tall campaign.
we're all just giant creatures. Isn't like Sweetums like 8 foot something?
Technically, I'm the high end of 7 foot.
Okay. Oh, technically,
I was
my
trying
bad.
to keep myself in the medium range.
Wait, so who's the shortest one?
I think that would be me at 6'3".
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think we're the shortest ones.
Wow.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world.
Oh.
Hey, I'm right there with you.
You are. So that's why you make. I make tall characters too when I play.
Well, Tilly's tall because of her heritage. That
Yes, I forgot you. Your whole heritage will definitely. I've got plans.
As long as we
Plan-
don't die right now.
I'm looking forward to these plans.
All right, so it is the quarter Terrest guards' turns. So the one that you tried running into is now just going to do a straight strength contest with you and try to shove you off the cliff. Tilly.
Okay.
A 5.
He trips over his fancy boots.
So now he goes to push you,
And I
and
dig in.
he's just like, not as puny as I thought. So how many are there? 6 guards. Okay. So another one seeing that is going to go for you as well. You can keep that roll if you'd like, since it was so good, or you could roll again. I'll give you the option.
You really think I'm gonna re-roll that?
Good point. Oh, this
No.
one makes you kind of go back a little, but you just kind of make a line in the dirt with your heels. You don't actually fall. The next guard is like, fuck. And he sees the one with the keys and goes to shove. Lupo, you got to make a strength check.
I'm working on it.
Come on, Muppet strength. Could you just jelly bone out of the way?
That'd be a little too borked. I do like the idea, though. I'll give you that.
Yeah, apparently
Oh.
that's not a thing, but I'm also going to use riposte.
Oh my god.
Does that work during checks or just during attacks? Could you link it?
I think it's technically just attacks.
So do I.
If Lupo technically doesn't have... Wait, so what kind of Muppet exactly are you?
Yeah, just attack. It's a Muppet that is now falling off of a cliff into the water.
With the keys.
With the
With
keys.
the keys.
And
That's very far in the water.
yeah, I just clicked and drag. Wherever you went is where you went. It's not accurate as far as true distance. So what was that? That was the third one to go? Yes. Next one's gonna go to shove the kitty cat.
God damn it. I can't even see where you put Lupo on the map.
That's weird.
It's because I'm way far out in the water.
Alright, he rolled a
that's
9,
wrong.
so your strength check only has to beat a 9.
Only has to be at a 9. Okay, let me widen my map, my thing again. Where's my strength? Where the hell did my... There we go. Okay.
He goes to shove you, and because you're a cat, you just kind of like turn to the side a little, and he just hits one of your shoulders, and you don't really go anywhere. So that's guard 4. Next one's gonna go for Lita. This is equal opportunity shoving. Oh fuck! I rolled initiative, not strength. Oh, crit.
Oh, bye-bye.
Lita, you can still roll a strength check. If you happen to crit, it'll be a push. If not, you're getting pushed.
Oh, it's a good thing I planned to jump off the cliff after my sister anyway.
Oh, all right. You know what? I will give you that. He could go to shove you, and you just jump.
Awesome. I roll towards the edge of the cliff and jump, and I yell out to my sister, "Trust me!" And I cast
Even
Reduce on her.
okay. He then, in trying to shove you, running full steam, falls. And as you notice the parts of him that are more Terresque, that are kind of armored looking, he just sinks like a goddamn stone, even faster than you guys with your weights. He is not a good swimmer. All right, there's one left, and he like, cracks his neck, and he's looking at the two of you, and he's gonna go for Tilly again.
I keep my
A
old strength
3.
check. Do
And
I even
totally
bother
whiffed.
rolling?
He goes to shove you too, and at this point, the 3 of them that tried shoving you are like, "What the fuck?" So let's see. Because you guys are in the water, I'm gonna bypass your combat turns just to finish what's happening on land.
Fair enough.
So back to Tula. There's no keys. What do you do?
I jump off. I take a swan dive. I just swan dive out with the rest of them.
Tilly?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Because of Lyra, she casted Reduce on
Lupo.
Lupo. Are the keys now small too?
No, that only works on the person or the
Okay,
object.
continue.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I only did it on Lupo to make sure that she wouldn't take on too much water and drown. So I'm pretty much like holding her.
God damn it!
Okay.
I will not retcon to fuck y'all, but I should, since you were jumping as you did this, made you roll accuracy to see if you hit Lupo, the shackles, or the keys.
Thank you for not fucking
If you
with
hit
us.
the keys, that would have been goddamn amazing. All right. So
All
you
right.
were all in the water, and before you could even act, you feel this overwhelming force pulling down on you. As it pulls down, you start feeling water rush into your mouths, your noses. Pressure starts building up around your bodies, and then it's gone. And you all have these little bubbles around your heads. A very small. Have any of you led any seafaring lives prior to the events of this campaign?
Tula's technically a traveler or adventurer, so quite possibly.
Okay, so maybe even in your books you might have come across this.
Are we getting
I'm just-
rescued by mermaids?
Similar.
So while this is going on, the second I realize we're not immediately dying, I am going to undo everybody's shackles.
Yes, now that you're all breathing again and able to speak. Because you hear, "Hi, I'm Pefina. Welcome to Terrevon." Well, Terrevon Eastern District, and a few thousand feet down anyway. It's been a while since we had visitors, but I assure you that you're safe as long as you're with me in this little bubble, and he pokes one of your bubbles. I cast stays on your head. What can I do for you?
Thank you.
Did you already take the shackles off of us?
I did.
Okay. Thank you. That's so kind of you.
Yes, Lupo had unshackled you.
Okay.
Oh, you're very welcome. Like I said, we don't have visitors down here often because, people from the land can't breathe.
Fair.
The new map.
Yes.
Yes. What does this person that's
Ooh.
talking to us look like?
Yeah. What is this fancy person who saved us? Cool.
Guess you didn't make a token.
Oh no, is he like token? Oh, pretty.
Yes. And now that you see, he is merfolk.
So we did get saved by a mermaid.
Yes. And you are now free to explore this little underwater, and I'm going to use air quotes, town, if you'd like, but
Tula immediately just like latches onto this dude. I have so many questions about your culture. How and why? And can we like take a tour, please?
I
Well-
reach in and I grab Tula back and I'm like, the last time we trusted someone, we got into a big ass fucking problem. So let's chill on strangers for now.
well,
Sister.
But
Sister.
they saved us, so they should be good, right?
Sister, how long will I be little? This is strange.
My apologies. I shall unconcentrate the spell now.
I forgot.
Oh, but
that-
like
Thank
a
you.
pocket-sized Lupo would have been so cute.
Well, you were asking about the how, and when Cernleia took over Terrevon, she freed people from stone and began her rule. Within 200 years, Terrevon became what you saw up there, and some destruction happened, which is what thrust part of it down here. Anyone that lived in the eastern district of Terrevon unfortunately went down with the town, but us merfolk inhabited these ruins. It's quite beautiful. Minus the death that led to it.
Are these ruins at all familiar to us?
Oh yeah, didn't we stay in the eastern part of Terrevon when
Yes.
we?
So now this map isn't going to reflect what the initial map looked like. However, this is, for all intents and purposes, the Terrevon you knew, but underwater and a bit decrepit after 200 years.
So I would like recognize my own home kind of thing.
You would recognize what once was your home, yes. However, it's not in this part of the district yet, and we will get there.
Oh, poor Tilly.
Yeah, I guess you guys could just run off now if you want to go check on your sunken home.
No, I think about it and then I decide to stay with the group.
I was gonna say we could all go as an adventure together, so that way we can like give her comfort and support and stuff.
That's true. I forgot his name. Pefina looks at you and he's like, "Well, we have an inn. We have a shop if you would like some raw fish. We weren't
Fish?
prepared for you. Oh yes. I don't know how you're gonna eat through that bubble, but I'll tell you what. If you could do us a favor, I'll find a way for you all to be able to eat through the bubble, and I'll even find a way to cook."
What do we need to do?
So further east towards the Order of the Golden Lions Hall,
Mm-hmm.
there's been some, we'll say, unfavorable creatures that
So monsters.
we need disposed of. I know this weird omnipotent power linked to my stat sheet. I'm very weak, and I cannot handle them on my own. So if you could clear them out, that would be fantastic. Also, there's rumor that says in the Order of the Gold Lions Hall, some of our elder merfolk were able to construct a transporter back to the surface.
Mm.
Peffin, a quick question. What
Yes.
year is it?
I never actually gave set years, but it's already been stated that this is about 200 years after people were returned from stone. So Terrevon is no longer stone, but it was then. I guess
So this is like
Warforged.
200 years in our future, like the future we, or the timeline that we all got together on, not some weird.
Correct. This is 200 years from day one of the campaign, basically.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. I asked the merfolk guy, like, what do you mean by unsavory creatures?
Oh, skeletons and weird large. I don't know the term you people on land would use for it, but it's got 8 legs and fangs.
Oh god, is it the spider?
Like a spider crab?
Is a spider? I don't know this word, but perhaps. I've never been to the surface. It's not exactly friendly up there.
I think this is a bad time to mention that Tula has crippling arachnophobia.
Haha, it's a great time.
Also, Angel has crippling.
Yeah, Angel the person has crippling arachnophobia.
I did not know that, but hey, we're here.
I'm here for it. Let's go.
So, did you guys want to rest at our inn?
Let's do a rest at the inn. Let's do that.
So you all enter the inn, and you see beds made out of very sharp coral.
Do you happen to have
Bye.
some sea moss or something? Make it a little more squishy?
He kind of stamps his foot on the ground, and he's like, "That's soft." Or you can do like me, and he just kind of lays in a floating position.
Tula just swims over to Lupo and like politely asks, "Can I snuggle?" Nothing better than wet Muppet.
Ellie just flops herself
I
down
am
on the
very squishy.
ground.
That's the way to do it.
Ellie don't care. She's, teenager.
Lupo is gonna smell after all this.
Yeah.
God, yeah, Udo wet Muppet.
We need some sort of fantasy mildew remover.
Yum.
You should make a shirt that it's like a perfume bottle and it's Udo wet Muppet or Udo Lupo.
Sorry, we can just wring you out when we get up to the surface.
We'll stick you in the sun to dry. Don't worry.
Reminds me of the time I opened a bag of holding underwater one time.
Oh
Jesus.
no! Oh no!
That sounds like a horrible idea, and I kind of love it.
I'll tell y'all later.
Do you just store the ocean in your bag?
For a
Yeah,
single
like-
moment, you were lapis lazuli.
That sounds like you just drained the whole goddamn ocean.
She's got the whole ocean in
her bag.
I wish there was a faster way to drag you all onto a map. But, oh well. You all see new map?
So, we can drag ourselves onto a map, right?
Oh, cool. Like, when I changed the map before I dragged your tokens, did you already see it?
We see the map before you
Yeah.
drag the tokens, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, neat. Okay, I'm gonna do that then from now on. But so you guys are in this next part of what is effectively further east of Terrevon. North and south, there are 2 cave entrances, as is to the east. Fun fact: north is where Tilly's house once was.
Oh.
Kelly, would you like to go see your home? Anything to go see anything but the spiders.
I actually would.
Okay.
Yay, road trip, spiderless road trip. Let's go.
So you all make your way north through the cave, and I'm going to let you drag your own tokens. And upon getting there, there's no bodies, there's no sign of life, be it living or deceased. However, there's a chest with the Cooper family seal on the lock.
I'm gonna open the chest.
Looking at the lock, you actually see there's no spot for a key. However, there's a spot for a pendant that, or a shape that looks awfully a lot like the pendant you have.
Ooh,
Oh.
mystery.
I'm gonna use my pendant to open the lock.
Upon opening it, you see a note, and you see a dragonborn hand axe.
Ooh.
She
I
really
will
was
take the
dragonborn.
axe.
What?
I guess she really was half dragonborn.
This is all part of the fun. So, I could copy and paste these stats to you, but Dragonborn hand axe is pretty much a good +1 hand axe. So +1 to attack, but +2 to damage rolls.
Ooh.
It also is 1d10 slashing plus 1d4 fire.
It's okay. That's put in.
Okay, I just typed it out in case you needed it.
I still have to put it in everywhere else, but
Okay, but at least you have the basic.
I have the slashing and the fire in there.
Okay, awesome. And do you care to read the note now, or would you like to wait till there is no one from the party around? What's your move on this?
I kind of want to read the note in private.
Okay, so if you want, just mark that you have the note for now. We can go over that later.
Yeah, that works for me. Or you can send me the note and I can read it at my own pace.
Okay, I can do that. I can retype it and send it to you. Now you guys know from your knowledge of Terrevon that the cave to the south was roughly the location of the barracks. Not the barracks, sorry. The armory for the Golden Lions.
So we should
I think that
probably
would
go
be
check
worth a
that
look.
out.
I'm sorry, I had 2 or 3 people at once and I didn't catch any of it.
I was saying we should probably go check that out.
Yes. So, south. You just ran your cat into combat.
Get your kitty out of there.
Whoa, sorry.
Yes. I'm using like just standard directions, like up is north, down is south. So, are you all heading down to that south cave?
I am.
Oh, it's a southern cave. Whoops. That's what I get for moving without direction.
All right. So, upon reaching that cave, you see a lot of weapons and armor, but time has not been kind. They are rusted.
Is there anything salvageable?
As far as that goes, no. However, there is a chest there, and that chest does have the sigil of Golden Lions on the lock, and the lock is open.
I'm gonna open the chest.
Okay. So, opening the chest, you see there's a book. And the book is the Tomb of Card Counting.
The tomb of what?
Card counting.
Cart. Like
Card.
gambling?
Yes. And what that does is, well, only one of you here could actually read the text. Is Angel
Is
with us?
Angel.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Apparently, you're the only one who can read this book, grumbles the archaeologist and anthropologist.
Alrighty, let's see what this book says.
So
What does it say, Scott?
the Tomb of Card Counting teaches a method where users of decks of wild magic could memorize spells and call upon them to replace a random roll once a day.
Oh, lucky me.
Ooh.
So as
Oh,
you use
wait. Does that mean I get to also remember the one card that I drew earlier that essentially turned me into a Sith Lord?
No. So what happens is from this point on, take note of what your draws are. And at a future moment, if you get a roll that's not favorable, you could replace it with one that you know.
Yes.
So while you can't go back and magically know where all the cards were that you once learned, you now know how to memorize them for later use.
Nice.
Vegas, watch out.
Yes, Vegas bunny style.
No repeats of the casino, Angel.
We'll
Is this
start
a
with
story?
Trump Tower and drain them dry.
I mean, I think that's already been
They're
done.
already dry.
So, would you guys like to proceed east, or do you want to mess around with rusty weapons?
Yeah, I'm pretty good for going.
Tula's just going to cry over a lost survey site, so I think we should go.
Okay. Proceeding east, you come across a small room, dimly lit, but lit enough where even people without dark vision could see. Also, it's magic how there's these flames underwater.
Big fire!
And there's 5 skeletons. So
See, that's why I thought that was the armory, because I was like, oh, there are suits of armor on the ground. Nope, those are skeletons.
Gotcha. So remember, click your characters and then roll for initiative.
Oh, god damn it, are these... Oh, I'm fucked.
And since I didn't make a token, I'm just going to use generic
Come
token.
on!
Why isn't it creating a goddamn token for you?
Oh, come on.
I rolled a fucking 1.
My apologies, I had a mouthful of cheese. Are we fighting this thing?
Hold on, I had a different screen up. The quarter terrace guards represent the skeletons in the initiative order. And what were you asking them? Sorry.
Was someone asking something?
Oh shit, there's so many initiatives on here now.
Oh, did you not clear it from before?
Aha, no. So, hold on, let me go through real quick.
Beautiful, Scott.
Thank you. Okay. Ta-da. And it is Lupo. Did Lupo take an AFK?
No, I'm here.
Oh, I did not hear you at all.
I was having to pull my character sheet back up so I could look at it.
Oh, gotcha. There's a button in like the upper left of the character sheet that detaches it from the window, and you can always have it in the background.
Fair enough. I'm going to go ahead and use my rope caster on the one closest to me.
Okay. And could you just link the rope caster again? I know I gave that to you, but I don't remember what the fuck it does.
So essentially, it's a crossbow that uses rope.
Ah,
And-
yes, range Shibari.
Yeah.
So you're going to try to tangle a skeleton?
Yep.
Okay, is there a difficulty check or something for him to roll to try to resist it?
Not that you gave me.
Okay, what's your dex mod?
2.
2? Okay, so I'm going to do dex mod plus proficiency plus 10, kind of like how a spell save would work. So Mr. Skeleton's got to beat a 14 to not be tangled.
No. Jesus
The
Christ.
rope shoots out and floats up to the surface.
Well,
I feel like that's the best way I could have played that one when he rolls a damn 20. That's my second 20 today. The fake dice are being good to me. Fancy
my
it.
thing is broken. I put it in incorrectly, apparently.
At this point, we should just start like rolling dice on camera and just sending videos in.
Yeah, it works. I personally like, you could roll physical dice if you want. It's just for roll 20. I like the ease of just seeing the numbers pop up.
It keeps people a little more honest.
Yeah, that too. All right, Tilly, you're up, and you notice that your axe is ignited underwater.
Ooh. Well, I'm pissed off because my family's gone.
Yeah, that would be a reason to rage.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use my rage and charge at the nearest one.
Okay, skeleton number 1, as he is so aptly named. And do your rolly thing.
That rolly thing.
That rolly thing. So, oh yeah, I forgot it rolls with advantage automatically because I'm dumb. But so 12. What the fuck is it? Does not hit. So you charge in and you swing at him, but you're not used to fighting underwater, so your footing is just a little bit off and you miss. Tula.
I just lash out at one of the skeletons with cat's claws.
Okay. Roll it up.
Which one is that one? That is
I don't know, you made your character sheet.
Oh, I just scrolled back up from it. God damn it. I think it's slashing. Your claws are natural weapons that deal 1d4 plus 1
You
slashing
see where
damage.
it says claws right on your sheet?
Oh, do I click it?
Yeah, just click where it says claws.
Here we go.
All right. So unfortunately, you miss. I'm gonna say Underwater Kitty has a little getting used to the terrain to do as well.
Cats don't do well in water.
And now it is, well, that's the wrong name, but it is Skeleton's turn. And there's 5 of them, and there's 2 of you that are up close and getting all swingy with them. Where the fuck is their plus to hit? Okay.
They
Giggles.
take 10
Thank
points
you.
damage.
At the end of their turn. Correct?
Checking.
Wait, 10 points of damage.
Not 10 points, sorry.
3, I think, is the number we landed on. Unless that's powered up.
Yeah, you're right. No, it's actually 4 now.
Okay. So at the end of their turn, they'll each take 4 points of damage, because they're all going to be close enough to you for this. I'm going to have 3 of them swing at Tilly, and 2 of them swing at Tool.
Gee, thank you.
And I'm going to just wing it and make them all share the same roll. And this roll is +2 for hit. So do either of you have an AC at 14 or below?
My AC is 14. And actually, it's -1 because I'm raging. Or not
Okay.
because I'm raging, but because I charged.
Got
So I get hit.
Yeah, -12.
-12.
12? Okay. So you guys are both getting hit.
Fucking license.
First one is going to hit. The first 3 are going to be for Tilly.
Hmm?
So 9. Nine, and 3.
Jeez.
18,
So 21.
21. Okay. 33 minus 21. Can somebody math that for me? 11?
Uh, well,
I think 12.
Thank you.
No problem. 2 are going to swing at the kitty. Six.
Oh, thank God. I have 15 hit points now.
Oh, jeez. Oh, now. I think you meant total.
No, I had 21 total, so.
Okay. Lita, you are up.
So I am going to use my deck of wild magic. Number 70 is.
Oh, I don't have that open.
Ooh. For 1 minute, a random creature becomes invisible at the beginning of each round. The invisibility lasts indefinitely, only ending at the end of each round.
And it's any creature of your choosing?
No, it's a random creature, so
Okay, so let's see. We have a total of 9 of us. I'm going to assign the numbers. 1 will be Lita. 2 will be Lupo. 3 will be Tilly. 4 will be Tula. And then the rest of them will be random skeletons.
Oh, Jesus.
And since there's no 9-sided die, we'll make it a 10. And if it lands on 10, or 0 in this case, it'll be Lita's choice as to who gets turned.
invisibility might work if it's one of us, because then that'll be like a little sneak advantage on fucking up one of these assholes.
Yes.
I hope to God it's not one of the skeletons.
All right, and Lita, roll your d10. 7 is one of the skeletons.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Good
Yeah,
news
you
is,
can't really-
I know that spell for later.
You do.
Yes.
With even worse chances, maybe. But thankfully, you can't really be truly invisible underwater because you'll be able to feel where the person's moving.
True, I'm going to make perception checks come into feeling that out, though. All right. So that was a wild-ass turn for wild magic. And Lupo, you are up again.
Going to use my sword to attack the one closest to me.
All right. Roll it up. And that's a hit for 5. You kind of swim up all muppety. And you look at everyone else, you're like, this is how you do it. And then you swing and just hit it.
The thing!
And with that, it is Tilly's turn. And I did subtract all their damage from the raging stuff that you do.
Okay. So I'm actually gonna reckless attack.
Okay. That's where you swing with advantage, but then so do they if they attack you.
Right.
Okay.
I should have done it last turn. I don't know why I didn't. So I'm not in range to charge, so I'll just swing my axe. For a lot of fucking damage.
So, yeah, the 17 is the hit because you
Yeah.
swung with Reckless for 18 damage. Which one did you hit? One that Lupo hit or a different one?
A different one.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Roll a d4. So you swing, and you're looking right at this skeleton, and you miss, and all of a sudden, your axe stops in something invisible, and you just see a skeleton appear and drop to the ground.
Oh.
Hell yeah!
I had the skeletons
Absolutely
listed.
brilliant.
Hit the invisible one.
Nice.
When a crit fail turns into a crit success.
Yeah.
And you now know they do not have a ton of HP.
So that was a ton of damage.
I mean, it was 18 that dropped something that hadn't been hit other than the fire burning that it took before. Most things I've put you against wouldn't die from that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that skeleton is out of the way.
Is dead.
And it is Tula's turn.
I am gonna go.
gonna go with claws again.
Okay.
Just because there's a skeleton in range of me, probably.
And that's unfortunately another miss.
God damn it! Cats and water don't mix.
Also, a little bit of player knowledge. What weapon do you have? Do you have a melee weapon?
I have a quarterstaff.
Okay. Just so you know, skeletons are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. So if you happen to hit with that, they would take
I
damage.
figured, but also I've used a quarterstaff, and trying to use that in water would just be even worse.
That's fair, but I mean, it's really down to dice rolls when you really think about it.
Yeah, I'm putting too much logic into that. I'll use it next time.
All right. Skeletons are up, and this time they're going to spread the love. And also, this time to make things a little more fair, I'm going to roll each of their swings individually. So, first one, Astonished, is going to swing at Tilly. And I know that's going to be a hit.
Poor Tilly.
For 9.
Why do they keep rolling so high against me? I'm at
I don't
4.
know. Jesus. All right.
No,
next-
sorry, I'm at 3.
Damn. All right. Next
Tilly's
one
at 3. Ooh.
is going to swing at Lupo. Lupo, I'm pretty sure your AC is higher than 6.
Yes.
The second one, or third one now, is going to swing at Lupo.
So Lupo's getting 2 swings?
Flip again!
And they both missed you. And the last one is swinging at the very wet kitty cat. You said your AC was 12, right?
Yep.
5 damage.
Damn, now I'm down to 10.
All right, Lita, you are up.
I'm going to take a chance and use my deck of wild magic again.
All right, I love
If
this.
you make another skeleton invisible, I'm going to choke you.
Well, the same. We'll make it so the same spell can't come up twice in the same day.
That's good.
Ooh, but it was close.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Illusory butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of you for the next minute. I look pretty now.
You know what? Hold on.
Underwater. Wait, do all the butterflies drown?
They're illusionary.
They're illusions.
Apparently.
Okay. All of the skeletons, the 4 remaining ones, have never seen butterflies before, and they're mystified. So they're all going to roll disadvantage on their next turn.
Yes!
Bo.
Hit him again.
Going for the same one.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you aren't as lucky that time, and you do not connect.
Oh.
No.
Tilly.
Tilly is a one-trick pony.
Are you recklessing again?
Yeah, I'm gonna recklessly attack with my ranged battle axe.
Jesus. So, do you want to just pick another one at random? Like roll a
Sure.
d4?
Yeah. Did they all take damage on their last turn?
Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah, and then roll a d4 to see which one you're hitting.
My speaker.
I feel like rolling the d4 makes sense with reckless attack. So, yeah, you're swinging, and you just see this skeleton, and you look at him, and you're like, fuck you. And you just clean right through his head.
Nice.
Now you notice the first skeleton that you killed, its pile of bones just kind of turns to dust and blows away in the current. And with that, it is Tula's turn.
Yes, I'm gonna whack one of the remaining skeletons with my quarterstaff.
Okay. That's a hit, and it's for double damage because they're weak to bludgeoning.
So that's
I'm sorry?
I was going to say that's 10 points bludgeoning.
Yes. You want to hit the one that's already been hit, or the one of the ones that haven't?
The one that's already been hit.
Okay, then you crack this skeleton, and it is dust.
Ha!
There are now 2 skeletons left, and it is their turn. One's going to swing at Tula, one's going to swing at Sweetums, but they both swing with disadvantage.
Lupo!
Lupo.
Oh, Lupo. So the disadvantage on the first one swung at a 5, which I know is a miss. And now the one going after Lupo.
Cross
It's
it!
a 3.
They both
Just-
missed.
Are you going to use Riposte anyway?
Yes.
Okay, how does that work again? I'm not used to that one.
Hell yes, butterflies.
Oh, I found it. You shared it before.
I just have to be targeted for an attack. It doesn't have to be a hit.
Okay, so yeah, make an attack roll.
And I'm up to being able to do this 4 times a day because it's per my level.
Awesome. So yeah, he swings at you, and you kind of sidestep, and there's another pile of bones. There is one more skeleton left, and Lita, you are up.
Trying to decide between using my last charge of the wild deck or just rolling for damage on my on my Lord of Crowns.
I'd say save it.
Yeah, you guys aren't out of the
Remember,
gate
there's
yet.
the bigger thing coming.
Yeah. Yeah, save it. That's one of the reasons why I haven't used any of my spell slots yet.
Smart.
All right, so let me just pull up my Lord of Crowns roll real quick. Okay, on a die result 1, 3, or 5, I can deal up to do 1d6 force damage. It increases at my 6th level. All right, so I'm just gonna use my draw feature and see what rolls and whether it decides whether or not I heal or do damage. If it's even, it heals. If it's odd, it does damage.
Okay. It is
Okay,
odd.
so then I roll another d6 to see how much damage it does.
All right. So what kind of damage is it?
Let's see. It is creature within 30 feet. A force damage.
Okay, they're not vulnerable or resistant to that. So, hey, you just kind of pull this card, and an energy wave just kind of fires out of it and hits the skeleton, making it stumble backwards, but it's not quite down for the count yet. And Lupo.
It again.
Lupo swings again, and that is a very clean hit. So Lupo comes in and kind of just really got a hang of this swim fighting thing. Just swings again and drops another skeleton, and they're all dead. Well, dead-er, I guess, because, skeletons.
Okay, so the first thing I want to do is put my cloak on.
Your invisibility cloak?
Yep.
Cool.
Plus, I also have the feat where I stay invisible regardless if I'm making sounds or climbing or walking or anything. Nobody can hear me.
Right. Before you do that, though, Pefna swims up to you guys and says, I'm really sorry. I have not found a way for you to eat within those bubbles. However, I learned this. And he holds out his hand, and a bright blue light fully heals all of
Well, that was
Gosh.
useful.
you. Even more so, it has the effects of a long rest.
Woo!
Does that mean it also recharges my wild deck?
Yes.
Hell yes.
However, if video game logic has taught you anything, What does that mean?
That means something bad is coming. Ah.
Yeah. So, there's one way left for you guys to go.
So while we're here and they're dead, first off, I do want to survey the room.
Okay, so
Same.
Real quick, sorry, because my thing was off. I asked it like 3 times before I realized my mic was off. Is the merfolk guy the one who controls the bubbles?
he's the one who made the bubbles. I'm gonna say maybe the controls because I don't know what you're getting at.
Well, specifically for the, I don't know how you can eat the bubbles. Tula asks him if he could just remove her bubble really quick.
I mean, sure. And he waves his hand, and your bubble goes away.
She shoves the whole fish in her mouth and like waves to bring it back.
He brings it back.
Chewing with a mouthful. Thank you. I needed a snack. Continue.
Okay, I
And
know I
look
said
at
I didn't
Tula,
find a way
and
for
I
you
yell at
guys.
her, really? That's for fish? You almost died.
I know I didn't find a way for you guys to eat. And I was trying to avoid doing that. Bad kitty.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, nobody died. So
I wasn't gonna
But
die. I
did
could
you
hold my
die?
breath.
Tilly actually just starts giggling.
But did I die though? No.
not
And
yet.
now
Good
I
luck
have-
in the next room.
I look at my sister and I was like, I swear, it's like the incident with Grisham taught us nothing about trusting strangers.
In all
This one's a
fairness,
nice stranger
Capna
though.
hasn't done anything to make you even feel like they're evil. Grisham, you got a bad feeling off from the beginning.
This one's just wholesome and sweet. I don't know why you're so untrusting, Lena.
Lita, if you remember, I've known you just as long as you've known Grisham.
Yeah.
All right.
And yet we
all
trust
right.
you.
To be fair, I did not launch us in time and tried to kill us.
Neither has this nice merfolk guy. He's only saved us.
Yeah.
She's right, you know.
And yes, that was Tula doing that.
So, searching through this room, all the skeletons and whatnot have kind of just flown away or drifted away, we'll say.
Okay.
Other than that, the room's barren. You could tell that it was the cobblestone streets that were once Terrevon, but now it's a bit of an underwater mess.
How are the fires lit underwater?
Magic. How are we breathing?
I'm just curious. You don't
That
have
is
to
a good
be mean
point.
about it.
Can we ask the merfolk guy who controls the fires?
The elders made them a long time ago,
Nope.
just
nope,
as they
nope.
did the transporter that's in the next room.
Okay, I'm going cloak on.
Okay, so you're 100% invisible.
Yeah, I have
Yes, yes.
suggest we send the
And I
invisible
want to go-
method in first.
Yeah, I want to go survey the next room.
Okay, so I know you're invisible. This puts us into a very interesting predicament. Because the room is covered in spider web, and the spider has web sense.
I'm sorry, what?
The room is covered in spider webs.
Well,
and
I
these-
think I'm
Are you running away?
no.
I
My
think
push to talk is the left or is the right keys, so that I didn't have to accidentally type stuff out. And
Got
so instead, my character runs away when I'm clicked on it. Yeah. So as soon as I see webbing, I'm probably not walking through it.
That's fair.
Yeah, Tula's hanging back on this entire thing.
You're not going to aid your party?
I mean, I'll be as far away from this fucking thing as possible. But thankfully, most of my spells have a range of like 60 feet. I don't know if anyone knows this, but a key part of Tula's backstory is she got bit by a spider and is blinded in her right eye before she fixed it with necromancy.
I knew you were blinded. I forgot how.
Yeah, it was a spider bite. So she's just like, I will be support from way the fuck over here. Also,
Okay.
so I don't have to look at the spider on the screen because that is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
So looking into the room,
Did not mean to click that, sorry.
you see a large frost spider. Behind it, you see what was described to you by Pefna as what you would only assume is the transporter that he was referring to, as this blue light is glowing from its platform.
Okay,
And the
how are we
room
going
is
about
covered
this?
in webs.
We cannot get through the room.
Hold on. I might have a spell for this. I just remembered. Because spider has spider sense or web sense, right?
Mhm.
Where you can create because never mind. Okay.
Normally, I would say set the entire room on fire. but
So
we're
that's
in
literally
water.
what I was going for. Well, because the fire would still because it would be magical fire. So it would still be able to burn the webs, right? Nope, I need to be able to look at a flame while I do it.
I mean,
There-
I
there
can
are flames in the
breathe
back of the room?
fire
Yes, you can.
with my Dragon Soul amulet.
I could also summon Sacred Flame with my cantrip.
So we do have some fiery options if you want to burn away the web.
The only problem is that it's I can either create the smoke or I can create fireworks. That's the problem with the pyrotechnics.
I
Can't
feel
do it.
like Tilly's fire is probably the most reliable in this kind of situation. If that's what
Yeah, let's just let Tilly breathe fire.
And it's
So,
a bonus action, so that's not like I can still attack.
so you guys are going to roll initiative after you do the fire breathing. What I'm going to allow you to do, though, the fire is going to guaranteed hit the webs, but roll a d20 on top of it.
So we're doing what and then a d20?
It was just for Tilly.
Okay.
All right, so you didn't roll high enough. What was going to happen is if you rolled high enough, not only would you have burned the webs, you would have gotten a surprise attack on the spider. It was rolling
Damn it.
against the spider's AC. So Tilly kind of, haha, fuck you guys, just lights all the webs on fire. There are no more webs in that room. But it's a
I can
weird.
do 46 fire damage with
It
that.
would have hurt a lot. Because, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm
Well,
a nice DM. It's a frost spider.
it says it's a dex save.
Right, but you. Oh, so it's not an AC thing.
No.
Well, because the spider,
See?
we're aiming for the webs, not the spider.
Yeah.
That's why I made it a hit
Yes.
thing. However, you still have another round to try to use it when combat actually starts.
Well, I can only use the amulet once a day.
And before combat starts, I'm going to be AFK real quick because I have to go grab my
Right,
phone
but it
charger.
says it lasts. I'm sorry, say that again.
I got to be AFK for like 5 seconds because I have to grab my phone charger because I'm
Okay.
dumb.
Well, the effects of the amulet last 2 rounds of combat, so you could still use your fire breath on your next turn.
Okay. So I'm also larger. Does that give me a bonus to damage?
I think it does +1 to your strength rolls. So if your attack
Okay.
is based on strength, then yeah.
Oh, so I should have used it against this before we jumped in the water.
Oh shit, yeah. Actually, I would have given you a chance to break the shackles since you grew a size class.
Oh, well.
Anyway, live and learn. So everybody, click your tokens. Roll initiative. I will say, it's very rare that a fucking 15 and a 17 get beaten. The spider means business.
Still invisible.
Oh, shit. Didn't click my token. Sorry.
It's okay. Click your token.
And that was a good initiative, too.
I'll let you keep the 20.
There we go. Did it work? Yes, it did. Did it?
Yeah, but I'm letting you keep your 20. Okay.
Am I still muted? No.
I hear you now.
Okay.
All right. So Spider is up first. Ooh, who'd we lose? Okay, she's back.
Okay, so we're fighting a giant spider.
Yes, giant spider, and it's the spider's turn. So the spider is going to try to web Tilly. So even with a +5 to hit, the web just kind of whizzes right past you. It was a shitty turn for the spider.
Oh, poor spider.
And Tula, you're up.
Oh shit. Let me make this
And
voice-
Tula's initiative went way high.
One more time?
Yeah. Why did your initiative double?
Oh no, I fixed it though.
Okay. Well, because I accidentally rolled twice because I didn't click on my thingy the first time.
No, but on the tracker it says you have 40.
Oh. Oh, fuck. Um. I cast Ray of Sickness.
Okay, link that.
Linking. It is a ray of sickening greenish energy lashes out towards a creature within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, they take 2d8 points of damage and must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so what's your spell attack?
My spell level is 2.
Okay, so it's going to be a d20 plus 2 to see if you hit.
D20 plus 2 to see if I hit. So just roll the D20.
Yeah, and then we'll add the 2 ourselves.
Fuck.
You can actually do D20 plus 2 and it does all the math for you.
That is true.
Oh, is that what the
you have
little
to type
thing
out
is?
the roll command, right?
Yeah, well, I always roll by the roll command.
I think it's /roll d20 plus 2.
Slash roll D20
That wasn't it.
plus 2. Let me try that.
There it is.
No, oh, yeah, you got it.
/roll space d20 plus 2.
Okay, so it's slash.
However, we were using your first roll, which was a miss.
Ah. Damn it.
And with that, it is Lita's turn.
I'm going to look at Tilly and ask her if she wants to be invisible.
I won't care, actually. Yes, because I'm about to charge up on this bitch.
So she's invisible when she's not doing something, right?
Let me look at that wild magic deck one more time.
It was number 70.
Yeah, for 1 minute, random creature becomes invisible at the beginning of each round. The invisibility lasts indefinitely, only ending at the end of each round. So she would turn invisible for just her turn.
Okay. So with your invisible turn, I'm actually going to let you roll with advantage. You get to telegraph your attack a little bit more since it can't see you.
Okay.
So then, yeah, I'll use my turn to cast one of my wild magic for her to turn invisible then.
Awesome. And with that, it is Tilly's turn.
I'm also going to fire breath. What was it, 46?
Yeah, it's 46, and I have to make a deck save of 13. So let's see if I can beat this. And it does have high dex, though. This is +3.
The dex save for half.
Well, either way, it didn't make a save.
Oops.
Oh, you already rolled your 46.
Yeah, 16.
So, 16. This thing is vulnerable to fire damage. It takes 32.
Ooh.
Well done.
Also, if it ends its round near me, it takes another 8 fire damage.
It'll take 8. Well, at the end of its next turn, yeah. So you just breathe fire, and this spider, like, recoils, and it is also laser fucking focused on you as a threat.
No shit, I just...
Yeah, you
You just
chunked
don't.
it real bad. It's not happy. And it is Lupo's turn.
So during all of the confusion, I am going to move behind the spider.
Yes, and with no webs, you do that without any issue.
Not that the spider would notice anyway, because
Except for the
I'm up here
transporter.
breathing fire in its face.
Fucking
Yeah, it's
Lupo
getting
just
all
jumps on the
ears
transporter and is
singed off.
gone.
Well, I wouldn't do that. I'm going to attack the spider from the rear.
Too bad there's no flanking in 5e.
I know, right?
But either way, since you did move invisibly, you get to roll with advantage. Which it's doing automatically, so we'll just take your highest attack roll. Which is a 19, and it hits. For 7. So while this spider is all angry, you just come up behind it, and you're like, boop, right in its butthole.
Yep. Need to give them the opportunity.
This spider is angry, and it is also this spider's turn.
Wait, hold on. So if this is vulnerable to fire, then I would have done 18 damage, not 14.
Oh wait, you attacked and fire breath?
Yeah,
Oh,
because it's a bonus action.
I didn't realize it was a bonus action.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fun times.
So it was 18 damage and 32 damage.
Yeah.
So it's still alive, but it's madder.
It's
think
even
you
more
just-
mad.
It's
Alright, and this is with a +5 to hit. It's trying to bite you. That's 16.
16 does indeed hit.
Alright, so it's 2d8 plus 3 piercing damage.
oh,
So that's 9 piercing damage, and then also make a Constitution saving throw.
because it's got poison, isn't it?
Yep.
Where are my saving throws?
Should be to the left side of the first page. There should be a Constitution. You can just click Constitution. That should roll it with your modifiers.
Technically bad, but semantics.
And you did not pass the saving throw.
Vibe check failed.
So you take 3d6 poison damage on top of the 9 you've already taken. And you also take 2d6 cold damage.
2d6.
Oh
Yes.
no.
So can we total up all of that damage for me
24.
so that for the whole round?
Yes, you took 24 damage for that round. And that poison lasts for an hour.
Oof.
So you're going to be taking that damage for an hour if you don't get healed out of it, if nobody has a way to remove poison from you.
So on that vein, seeing as I am up next, correct?
Yes, sorry, I just had to.
Yeah, I'm at 9
take its
HP.
Fire or a damage.
No, you're totally fine.
And Tula is up with. Who still has 40 fucking initiative, but whatever, you're up.
I have Ray of Sickness. Not Ray of Sickness. What am I looking at?
I was like, what do you
False?
do? Poison her twice?
No, I have False Life.
Yes, that gives temporary HP.
For the duration, which is an hour.
Right. It wouldn't cure the poison. It just increases how much HP she has.
So I wouldn't
Yeah.
die. I just wouldn't be happy.
It'd help her feel better. It's like hitting someone with an EpiPen while they're having an allergic reaction.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go chat that. It is 1d4 plus 4.
All right. So roll your 1d4.
So it's roll
Yeah. /roll space d4.
/roll space d4 plus 4.
Yeah, d4 plus 4.
D4
4. Yeah, it's 1d4 plus 4.
Yeah, natural.
Nice.
So Tilly gets back 8 health.
Yes.
Okay.
Man, that's a brutal ass poison.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And False Life is a cantrip, correct? No, it's a spell.
Yeah,
No, it's a cantrip.
that's a cantrip.
That's a cantrip. Yeah.
That's a cantrip. All right,
Okay.
Lita,
Okay.
you are up.
Alrighty, let's see here. I'm going to use my deck of wild magic.
I love that
Number
deck a lot.
55 is. Oh my god, no.
What?
No! Your hair falls out but grows back within 24 hours.
No, no. Wait. Do you remember what are the other ones?
You already used the invisibility by choice.
Dang it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
wait,
either
shit,
use one
you
that I
used the
know or draw
invisibility
one.
by choice. Let's rewind a little to the spider's attack. Because Tilly was invisible.
Billy was invisible.
Oh, I was.
The
Oh.
spider swung at where thought you were. I'm gonna roll a second attack and make it roll with disadvantage. Sound fair?
Okay.
Fuck, regain all that HP that you lost.
Sweet. And I'm
you
not
no longer
poisoned.
poisoned.
Yes, you're not poisoned, and you can still have the bonus life that Tula gave you to have a little extra padding.
Does that mean Tula can retry her attack since?
Yeah, we could take. Do we want to like fucking?
Yeah, let's just rewind.
Can we just rewind?
Okay.
I'm totally down for
Anybody
that.
listening to the podcast, this is what happens when the DM fucks up. So yes, Tula, you're up.
Oh, you could just edit it out.
It's more fun this way.
I am
It's
suddenly not bald again. Yay!
Oh god damn it! I was hoping to roast you on that.
Every time I cycle,
How did
Tula's
you go up
fucking
to
initiative goes up.
100?
How did I get 100?
Oh
Every
my
time I
god!
roll, it goes up by 20.
And my thing is like,
Hilarious.
I have 240 now.
Yes, you have 240 initiative. Do something with it.
Oh fuck! Where did it go? Where did it go? I just had it. Ray of Sickness. Let's do that bitch again.
All right.
Cause wait, is the spider susceptible to the poison?
You haven't tried poison yet, so you don't know.
No, because I did that the first time.
Yeah, but it missed, so you never found out.
Oh, it did miss. Oh, when you cast the spell using spell plot of 7th level or higher, the damage
So did it-
increases 1d8. Okay, so I'm casting this at 3rd level, which means I take an extra. So instead of 2d8, it is 4d8 poison damage.
Okay.
If it hits. Yeah.
All right, so it's
Um,
D20 plus 2. That's how we got into the conversation of how to do that.
Right. Okay. I'm a slow typer.
Man, I can't believe my big ass attack got undone.
Whoops. Slash roll d20 plus 2, right? Yes. 16.
16 is a hit.
Hit. Yes.
So it's however many dice now is 46. Was that it?
Sorry.
48.
It is 4d8. So
All right, so roll your 48.
One
Does the
Fuck.
spider take its 8 points of fire damage from
He did
ending its
that.
turn? Okay.
And with 21 damage, the spider takes 10. He is resistant to poison.
That's fair.
At least he's not immune to poison.
Yeah.
That would have been a very big swing.
That was a hell of a fucking cast.
Was-
Wet kitty my ass.
Even with 10 damage being the half mark, like that's a big hit. All right. Lena, you are back up and you still have your hair.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna do it again.
I
Still
hope you lose
using
your hair
wild
again.
thread.
I hope you get the hair one again. I hope to
Me too.
God.
You guys are assholes.
I mean, it
I
was
want
so
to make
good.
fun of the bald bunny.
Thank you, Jesus.
Damn it.
You're saying thank you, Jesus. You haven't read what 39 is yet.
Please make it like something
Pretty
so
valid.
stupid.
Ooh. You
Alright.
regain 2d10 hit points. While it's not useful now, definitely useful later.
Yes. So right now it's kind of a wash. However, you now have a healing spell. That was two different sides of the spectrum on that roll.
Hmm.
You know what? Take 7 temporary hit points. So you have like a little life bonus.
Ooh, I'll take it.
And
So we
Tilly,
shove Lita in front of Tilly. Got it.
Tilly, you are less large, less fire breathing, but still angry all the same.
Less fire breathing because I already did my, 2 rounds of fire breathing, but I still have that amulet, of the Warcaster, Ruby of the Warcaster, which I can use 4 charges a day. I can do 1d6 fire damage along with everything else that I'm doing.
On a successful hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could add fire damage to the fire damage that your axe already does.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's a hit. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Plus 2. So that's 16. So you kind of touch your axe to your ruby and the flame gets even brighter. And you swing down right into this spider's face. And the axe kind of stops about halfway in, not fully piercing the spider. However, its body just becomes engulfed in flame. And it drops dead.
Oh.
You guys solved my spider puzzle.
Searching
That
the
was a
room.
puzzle?
quick.
It was a death puzzle. Or something.
You made us fight a spider for a puzzle?
There's nothing else in the room other than the transporter, right?
Aside from the transporter, you do realize that the spider's venom glands are still intact.
Take the venom glands.
So you now have frost
we are
spider
harvesting
venom.
this thing is for parts.
I mean, I feel like frost spider venom will come in handy again based on what that poison would have done had the spider successfully bit you.
As we accidentally saw what it did. Yeah.
And now,
I
just as
My sword in it.
I'm sorry.
I said we need to figure out a way to magically coat my sword in it.
You could find a way to probably make a weapon oil once you get to like a slightly more civilized town.
Of course.
And just like any well-timed video game cutscene, Pefina kind of swims back into the room. You guys did it! Thank you so much. And he looks at you. He's like, "Did any of you even get hurt?"
I don't think any of us actually got hurt.
We are just very good at what we do.
Wow. I sure wish you guys could stay here and help us, but I understand you don't want to live in a bubble the rest of your lives. Or do you?
Mm.
Let alone the wrong timeline.
I'm very soppy down here.
In the
Oh.
direction of what was my house. No.
Okay. So
Tula's the only one that looks semi-excited about getting to live in a forgotten city.
I'll tell you what. You guys ever want to swim again? And he hands whichever one of you wants to take it. This just looks like a normal lifeguard whistle. If you blow on this while you're just at the water surface, I will come find you, give you a bubble, and bring you back down here if you want to visit again.
I'm sure Tula is going to like body check everybody trying to get to that whistle first.
I kinda
Tula
figured
very
Tula would want
happily
that.
like kitty paddles over and grabs it and attaches it to the string of necklaces she already is wearing.
Awesome. And with that, I bid you guys good luck. You see Pefina's hand start glowing, and so does the transporter. Thank you.
Thank you for your kindness.
Thank you.
Sorry for being
And
so
with that,
suspicious.
You guys are. I'm assuming you're all getting into the thing.
Yes.
You were teleported up, and the four of you are crammed onto a tiny boat.